Yeah, so I was patient. I bragged to my niggas, Joe name it. I'm still with the niggas that I came with. But everything changed once the fame hit. Make it up, take you down, have a shot, I'm out around. Play my song, you like the sound. It's going down, it's going down. Let's drink coffee, watch passerbys. And prove to you I'm not the average guy. It's just my flaws that they magnify. And when it's real, you don't have to try. I wish there was another way. Tomorrow is another day. Try to take the pain away. Sometimes I wanna run away. I wish there was another way. Tomorrow is another day. Try to take the pain away. Sometimes I wanna run away. See, I don't know you at all, but I'm about it. If you bout it, don't give a fuck if you're involved. Cause I'm about it. If you bout it, don't act like you are doing a favor. But honestly, I swear you're my savior, girl. And I don't know if I'll see you later. So I'm about it. If you bout it, my head has been spinning. I might need a minute. I've been dying to kick it, so just come with if you with it. And this game that we're playing, you want me but won't say it. If I told you I'm leaving, you would be so devastated. And I don't want no bullshit excuse, like you ain't got no time for me, as if that shit was true. Just tell me how it is, how you want it. If you're down, wanna summit, I got plans and you're one of them. Not trying to pretend. See, I don't know you at all, but I'm about it. If you bout it, don't give a fuck if you're involved. Cause I'm about it. If you bout it, don't act like you are doing a favor. But honestly, I swear you're my savior, girl. And I don't know if I'll see you later. So I'm about it. If you bout it. Hold up. Did you really think I'm bad at it? Say she wanna leave, but it's way too crowded. But out loud with you, I'm playing games, I ain't trying to lose. And if I take you back, I'ma kiss your neck. I could be your now, I could be your next. I could be the one to relieve your stress when we talk about sex. You know, zip that dress, bless. Maybe one day I could take it, give it to me, cause I'm tired of waiting. I'm like the latest, number one play on your playlist. Don't trip if these others don't play it. And I don't like to fight, you're the type that I'd like to wife. Guys feeling like life is nice. At the movies eating Mike and Nikes, and if the price is right, then I guess I'm proud. See, I don't know you at all, but I'm about it. If you bout it, don't give a fuck if you're involved. Cause I'm about it. If you bout it, don't act like you are doing a favor. But honestly, I swear you're my savior, girl. And I don't know if I'll see you later. So I'm about it. If you bout it. Champagne for breakfast. First things first, never put you second, girl. Don't be stressing, I forgot to mention I'm about it. Don't be offended, I fucks with you cause you're down to earth. Got an ounce of perp if you're down to burn. You got a plan and you're still in school. Or you got a man, but that shit is cool, right? And if you like, you can stay for the night. Don't stay for the love, don't stay for the life. Know my name, that's it to me twice. Let me hear that shit, let me see that shit. You could be the one if you wanted to. Or you got games, you can keep that shit. Girl, come and let me know what you wanna do. Be who you wanna be. I will not blame you. Do what you wanna do. Don't wanna play you. If you would come with me, then I would take you anywhere you want to go. Yeah. Even if you're looking for the one, and I couldn't be it, you'd be sure to seeing that I won't just go and take home anyone.
Y'all know it ain't good till you put that tongue out there. That's when you know you really getting it like you supposed to be getting it. But listen, it's an awesome Tuesday. Your girl is under the weather. I'm gonna keep it a stat with you. I don't even know how I'm about to make it through here, but luckily, I got a super duper dope guest tonight, and I got a cool co-host. So what I'm gonna do first, because y'all know Lily Mae generally rolls solo, but this gentleman has been an inspiration to not only the brand, but he's just been an inspiration to my continuous growth in being tactful. Now, y'all know if you come for me, you not gonna have to keep coming because I'm gonna meet you before you make it to me. However, this gentleman definitely has supported my growth relative to understanding the importance of just stepping back and allowing the comers to pass on by, because a lot of times when you think people are coming for you, they are, but they have a reality check and they pass on by because they know better. And so I want to bring G Holla to the table, baby.
What's happening? It's Lily Mae, baby.
Thank you.
What's happening with you, Lily Mae? What's going on?
Thank you for being here, for real, because, I definitely, even when I'm under the weather, I still want to make sure that my guests get what they bargained for. So I was like, all right, you know what? Let me bring G on. And then the gentleman of the hour, G. I hope you ready. We always out here judging books by their covers. Now, see, what he don't know is he already got some cool points. Cause see, I rep Jones because that's my daddy's last name, and my mother married my father. But baby, my mama is a Davis, honey. That's her maiden name.
Okay.
And so the fact that you got a Davis and a Jones up here, baby, it's about to be real. But G, tonight's guest, oh my God, he is amazing. We have so much in common because he has an older parent. He has older parents as well. My dad had me when he was 56 and mommy was 46. Well, this guest has a lot of that. So I could not reschedule his interview. I had to have him. And G, thank you for accepting the invitation to come on with me. So tell everybody who you are and tell them about your platform, and then we're going to bring AMP1HUNNIT out.
Oh, wait, thank you so much for the beautiful introduction. Let me introduce you on your own show, too.
Oh
my esteemed, wonderful, divine goddess on the planets. This lady is hilarious. She is funny. She is full of life, love, and energy and spirit and essence. This is our go-to. This is somebody that we lean on because she is what makes this industry work down here in ATL, Georgia. Okay, and for y'all that's out of town, we know y'all gonna say Atlanta, but down here we pronounce it as Atlanta. This is our queen right here.
I still say, and it's hard because they be laughing at me. They like, oh yeah, you're not from around here. Because I really do. I hit it. Well, where do you in Atlanta? And I tell people quick, well, technically, I don't live in Atlanta. I live in Kennesaw. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I like that you said that. Because if you don't live in Fulton or Decatur, yeah, that's not Atlanta. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be real.
And look, it be so funny. Look, that's why I just tell people all the time. Look, just where you want to hang out at. Cause as soon as I say Kennesaw, niggas be like, "Oh no, I ain't coming out there. I'm not coming. I'm not." You heard me. But G, seriously, thank you so much. And what we'll do after we talk to AMP100, we're gonna take a few minutes so you can talk to everybody about my celebrity life, and let's just really have a funky good time. But Amp, we're not gonna even introduce you. What up, Ernest? You know what? We have to shout Ernest out because let me tell you something. He don't play no games either. He be
Oh yeah.
on. He be on.
Oh,
You know,
oh, that's my brother.
he
That's my
definitely
brother.
yes, he salutes. You know, it's something about the people that got it going on that don't have to flaunt it, but I'm gonna digress. But anyway, Amp, let me tell y'all right now, full disclaimer, Amp is still at work. But it doesn't matter because Amp is still at work, but he was still on here 20 minutes before time. So it's consulting time. So since this is it's consulting time, people be on time for your interviews.
That's
Be
right.
on time for your interviews.
That's right.
That's
That's
the
right.
least you could do. That's all
And
I'm
let
saying.
and let people know early if you can't make it. You know, it's a
There you
business at the
go.
end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
it
keep it
is.
business.
And it is. But I think Mr. AMP100 is ready. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring him out and let him introduce himself to the world. Mr. AMP100, ladies and
How
gentlemen.
y'all doing? How y'all doing? How
Cousin, what's up, cousin?
you doing, cousin? I,
Listen,
I heard
before
your
we
last
talk
name was
about
Davis.
AMP100,
I heard your
tell
last name was John
everybody.
Last Davis. Hold on. So we
Yeah,
really
that's what
good.
I was about to say. Before we talk about AMP100, tell everybody who Aaron Davis is.
All right, Aaron Davis, he just a young man who came off the dirt road, you know what I'm saying? Born in New York, raised in South Carolina. Shit, I don't think that the city could do me as good as the country did. Country
Mm.
shit, you know what I'm saying? Neck bone eating until we switch to fish because we know that Uncle Sam poisoning this meat, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Mm.
That's
Honey, you better look. You better go to my hometown, Danville, Virginia, and take a little bypass down 29 South and get you some of that field bred beef. You can still get you some neck bones and beef tripe and a little half mountain chitlin if you want it.
what? Come on. You talk about food, you must be trying to talk nasty to me.
Hi, baby. They ain't named me Lily Mae for no reason, baby. I can tell
Okay,
you about every part of the hug. What do you want to know?
Mm. Mm.
I like that sound. But nah, just a little bit about me. I was raised in the church. You know what I'm saying? Kind of gravitated to the streets, but you know, that's most of us. You know what I'm saying? When we looking for something, trying to fill a void that only God really could fill. But you know how
Mm.
this go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I wondered, I would what you would call go astray, but in going astray, that's how I found myself. So you know what I'm saying? Everything worked for the better.
Huh, you
Mhm.
G, you
That's right.
hear him. You hear him getting wind. See, he winding it up
That's right.
without winding it up. But I'm gonna let him have it. I'm gonna let him have it. All right,
Come
so
on with
Amp,
it.
really.
Let them shoot off. Let them bust off
Look,
one time.
look, look, cause Amp, you know they don't know who we was calling on backstage, but we gonna let them wait on that.
Oh, wait. Hold on, go. Okay, then. Okay, if you get started, I'm gonna roll with you. If you get started, I'm gonna roll with you.
Baby, I will get it going. All
Mm.
right, Amp, really. This musical journey that you're on,
Mm-hmm.
I have to believe that your musical journey has been fueled by life experiences.
Every one
But
of
you know, it's consulting time. We don't talk about the negative.
them.
So we're going to talk about the positive. Now, and we know that death isn't always a negative thing because what we have to learn is that the reality is you weep when people are born into this world and you rejoice when they leave. That's
Exactly.
what people forget.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about how, through all of the tragedy, you became this loving father and this magnificent artist and this real, strong, black, melanated man. The mic is yours, baby. Let's go.
The journey was simple. What God put His hand on, no man could put asunder. So with that being said, like I done came across a lot of setbacks. I done lost it all, shit. But actually losing it all is how you find yourself. Because when you down bad, you gotta look inside of self to realize, is this really for you? Is this really who you are? And then once you can answer those questions, the next steps is easy. You get what I'm saying? We get to the point to where we'll say, oh man, that's too hard for me. But it's all about a perspective thing. When you get things into perspective, it's easy to say it's easy too. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't let my mama down. I couldn't let my daughter down. So shit, it's a journey that I don't plan to get off this road no time soon.
And you're at work right now.
Oh yeah, oh shit. Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right, let's talk about that though.
Mm-hmm.
What does it look like? Because Instagram would have you believe that all you do is sit around and make music all day, and you sit around and do nothing but sleep, wake up, and go to the studio. But talk to us about what a day in the life of AMP1HUNNIT looks like.
A day in the life of AMP1HUNNIT looks kind of like this, man. Wake up early because I heard that's who get the worm, and we hungry out here. Two, shit, we say our daily affirmations that we are great, that we are more than conquerors, we are God, we are the universe, we is every answer that we're looking for. You started off like that, you keep God first, man. Shit, my daughter, when I know that if I do this right, that her whole future gonna be set up, that's what I grind for. You know what I'm saying? Honestly.
So one of the things that I want you to explain to the masses.
All right.
You made a statement or you have a quote that loyalty is the
Love.
action.
Hold on. What you was talking? You must have been talking about that right there.
Loyalty is the action that love forgets in anger. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me about it.
That's just real life. Like I can tell you I love you a million times, and I can fuck you over a million times. They kind of go together. It's kind of like how we trust in our government to love us right now in this time of pandemic. So, okay. But loyalty is an action. Like if I really am loyal to you, I ain't gonna let nobody behind your back talk bad about you. Even when you do me dirty, because it's life. You know what I'm saying? That's a real thing. I still ain't gonna talk bad behind your back. I still ain't gonna let nobody go up against the grain. Like, man, I can't really explain it no better than that.
That's it.
One is an
That's
emotion,
it.
one is an action.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all. And guys, if you're just checking in, this is AMP1HUNNIT. AMP1HUNNIT is straight out of New York, but he was raised in South Carolina. And sometimes you got to bring that seed back down south and plant it because we got the best soil down here, baby. I'm trying to tell you, we got. Hey, you want to plant a good seed? You better come down south, baby. But G, what you talk to us, G? What would you like to know about AMP1HUNNIT, about Aaron, or about his music?
And so far, what I'm digging, bro, I feel your deep spiritual connection throughout the universe, throughout all this time and space, because you said something that's very ideal. All the gods, all the saviors, all these people that we should be searching for is already right within us, and that we are souls and we have a body. We're not bodies with the soul, because that changes the whole narrative of your understanding of who you are and in respects to who you are in this universe. And when we know that we are God, then we know that heaven and hell are states of being on the mental plane and they're not a physical plane.
Exactly. 100% right.
For those of us, Amp, who are looking to get 100 with ourselves, because that's the most difficult part that you have. You can keep it real with everybody else, but for some reason, a lot of us, we have a hard time keeping it real with ourselves first. What are some steps that you can provide for the people on how they could possibly become 100? Even if they don't follow all of the steps from 1 to 3 or whatever, what's some things you can give us?
Step number 1, boss man, forget everything they taught you. All that shit was a lie. That's step number 1. I don't care who taught it to you. I don't care if it was your teacher. I don't care if it was your mama. I don't care if it was granny. And we love granny. It was a lie. You know what I'm saying? That's step 1. Step number 2 is, no matter what nobody else say about you, no matter what hold on, let me turn this off. No matter what nobody say about you, no matter what your circumstance is today, that's just the breeding ground for a warrior. We are all warriors. We came into this body as warriors. We thought that we was flesh and blood. Nah, that's just what they call us. You know what I'm saying? We warriors, we God body. And with that being said, it's just knowing
that you are the missing piece, that there's nothing else on this planet that's like you. There's nothing else on this planet, not even the bacteria that they found in the Antarctica as it's throwing out. There's nothing else in this world that's like you. With that being said, you're unique. Once you know that you're unique, you know that there's steps that a unique walk that other people ain't going to be able to walk. So start walking unique walk today. That should start today. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I keep it 100. I look at myself in the mirror and be like, boy, you real.
That's right. Hey, that's
You
right.
know what? It's real. Yo, I told you. Didn't I tell you this was going to be like none other? This was not going to be an interview. It was going to be a conversation because, Amp, honestly, I was like, yo, where did this guy come from? You know, never heard of you.
Never.
But when Cap hit me up, I was like, yeah, I got to get him on. And I was like, well, where can I fit him in? Where? Because, you know, I try to make a conscious effort to put the right mix of people on together. But I was like, yo, this dude got to come on by himself. He just has to. He has to. So, Amp, tell us a little bit about what you're working on right now.
Right now, like I had like that shit that got dang on excuse my French, Michael Jackson did, that We Are the World. I'm trying to work on a vibe like that. Like it ain't been done, I think, my whole lifetime. So shit, I'm trying to link up with some great artists. It's gonna start out with a couple of EP projects. It's gonna start out with some videos, but we gonna end up with a We Are the World vibe. We just getting our it's a bunch of local talent that would never be heard probably besides me and AMP1HUNNIT. I want to be the one who bring a light to them also.
So I just flashed somebody across the screen, and you know, I'm gonna bring it back one more time because I need you. I need you to connect. I need you to remember that name. I need you to remember that name. The vibe that I got from you first meeting you is the vibe that I got from him first meeting him. So I'm telling you, G.
What's up?
We about to have some backstage conversations when this is over. Guys, if you're just checking in, it's your girl Lily Mae and this consulting time. And I got G Holla out here and we chopping it up with AMP1HUNNIT. Amp, what can we expect from you though in the future? Because we know that music is what you do, but music isn't really your ultimate goal. You got a platform for the future. Tell the churn that don't understand that just because we got long, wild looking hair and long, wild looking nails and we tatted up from head to toe, tell them what your purpose, your passion, and your plan is for the future.
Really, they said to take y'all behind the veil, that's Jesus' job, but I'm gonna do that a little bit right now when it comes to pretty much my goal is to change the world. Like ever since I seen Notorious and Pac them, they had the little short chopping it up snippet where he was like, we're gonna change the world, but first we gotta change ourselves. I've been working real hard on myself, and pretty much like I see all the problems in the world. I don't be wanting to talk too much, but I gotta fuck it. Let's write the vision and let's say it. Let's put it out there.
Make it plain.
100 acres. It's called 100 mob estates. One part of that's for the homeless population. They're gonna live free. Only thing I'm asking in return is that you work the field, because if a man don't work, he don't. That's number one. Further in the back, we're gonna have our own lake for fishing. Shit, like I told you, I really don't trust Uncle Sam and what he got going on. He never gave a fuck about us. He's not gonna be your oppressor and your confidant or your help at the same time. So it's pretty much it take a village to be a village. So my mindset is let's build a village and the people will come. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Ain't that what our grandmas and grandpas had? They had their farms. I don't know about you, but I know mama and them. Listen, now I ain't gonna lie, I ain't witnessed that shit. Cause let me tell you something, I ain't do no manual labor. When my brother and my daddy was out there on the farm, I was riding my 4-wheeler. I did not do manual labor. I'm letting y'all know, Lily Mae don't do manual labor, but I do appreciate the fact that we used to think about it. We cultivated our own food and stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Like one of the crazy things is that children now don't even know how to plant a tomato plant. Like that was one of the first things I learned how to do was plant tomatoes.
That's right.
And I can remember going to this place called oh my God, it was out on 58. But I know that my mom was like, you want to get the better boys, the big boys, or the better boys? Them the only tomatoes I remember. I remember those tomatoes. You dig what I'm saying? And so for you to say that, like, people think it's militant, people think it's radical, but if you really think about it, our grandparents and great grandparents, and see, for me and you, we can say our parents because we got older parents.
Yes,
Our
we do.
parents and grandparents and great grandparents, that's what they did. Now, I'm sorry. Everybody talk about, pork and all that stuff. Look, all I know is my grandmother ate all of that shit and she lived a long life. So
Fact.
it's just like certain things, it's not what it is, it's what it is now. Because back then it didn't bother them because they made their own. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
If you look at people that grow up in the mountains and stay in the mountains, those people live some long lives. They will die and you never know they dead because they did everything the mountain way.
Exactly.
We get all citified and industrialized and stuff. Look, I'm a stay country to the day I die. Straight up. Certain stuff I'm gonna eat and certain stuff I'm not.
Certain stuff
Period.
vibe to and certain stuff I'm not.
Well, Lily Mae, we as a people at one point we used to do for ourselves. We always had our own government since the beginning of time. It's nothing new. We always had our educational systems. We never relied on other people until recently, where we've been tricked out of who we are. Because we used to build, we used to have, we used to educate, we used to motivate, we used to be doctors and all these different things without the Western white man's system. Like, even I just interviewed Dr. Sabi's daughter, and I asked her, and I was like, because Vlad on Vlad TV, he was talking crazy about Dr. Sabi. I don't know if you've seen it. So my thing is this: my grandmother told me a long time ago, you are your first doctor. It does not mean that you don't go to the Western educational systems or you don't learn from schools and things of that nature. However, you have to know what's wrong with yourself when you go see a doctor. Because if not, they're going to give you every drug there is for something all you may need to do is detox or eat better. You see what I'm saying? We're now fully relying on someone else to tell us about ourselves when you should be your everything first. You should be your first doctor, your first lover, your first educator. You should know who you are at a certain point in your life where no one can just tell you anything and you go for it. I think that's part of the problem too, like you were saying.
Honey, let me tell you something, guys. If you're just checking in, it's your girl Lily Mae, and it's consulting time. And if y'all know anything about me, y'all know I had a damn good daddy, and I love the essence of a black man. And for me to be sitting here with two black men, I ain't got no problem with no other kind of man, but I love my black man because I had a strong black daddy. Do you understand what I'm saying? You feel me? And so, shout out to Sasha Mercedes. I don't know why she's FaceTiming me right now, knowing that I'm live. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to tag her in the live and tell her to stop FaceTiming me so that, and check in. Sasha, tap in and stop FaceTiming me. But really and truly, guys, I think that we as black women, and let me say this. And I know that in reading your bio, you had some very strong black women around you.
Everyone on.
And that's what, in my opinion, really propelled you forward. So let me say this. Or let me say this, and then I'm gonna ask a question. Number one, to my black women out there watching right now,
we love y'all.
Number one, get a job. Period.
Man, get the knowledge and the know-how and start your own. The job ain't really where it's at.
But I think, Amp, honestly, I think what we really have to do before we can even, because some people don't even know where to start to get the knowledge because they still have an institutionalized mind because we would rather receive a check than get up and work for it. So you got to think about it. I understand the job, but the reality is you got to learn how to clock in and clock out on somebody else's clock before you learn how to do it for yourself. Because if you don't, you're going to be irresponsible. Hello, somebody. I watch men get up and go to work day in and day out, and women just want to receive. Get your ass up and get a job. And then start to figure the rest out. Because let me tell you one thing about it. The fact that you're working right now is because you saw somebody working. Children absorb what they see. So if they don't see you get your ass up and go to work, what they gonna do? Think that they supposed to lay around and sleep all day?
Think that they could think that as a woman that she gotta take care of man, not knowing not knowing how to be loved, so she can't put that forward.
Oh, oh.
Because we don't know what it's like to man up. Really, we going off what the media tell all these other things instead of really looking at the essence and what you want to get out of it. Because in order to give your fullest, you have to see what's coming from it. You get what I'm saying? Most people don't want to plant the seed because the harvest is so heavy. It's so far away, 6 months away. 6 months. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, you 100% on.
Guys, look, this is AMP100 stage, so I'm gonna let him have it. AMP, give the people, because you already gave them a lot of philosophy, but tell the people where they can find you on social media.
Oh, sure. If you on Instagram, that's AMP1HUNNIT_1 HUNNIT MOB 100 mob. You know what I'm saying? That's all concurrent. Only thing separating is an underscore. As far as music, you type in AMP100 anywhere I'm coming up. You can't miss me. The dreads used to be skinny, but we thickened them up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm everywhere on all platforms.
Yo, listen. So Amp, all right. Before we close out, because for real, we could rock out with you all day. I told you we was gonna do it. We were gonna give you 12 minutes, but look, wait a minute. It was 15, wasn't it? But we gonna say that for backstage. Look, we gonna say that for backstage. So, Amp, what can we expect though? We know what's forthcoming. We know you're working on projects.
Yeah, have a good one.
We know you have a lot going on, but can we expect any live performances here in the near future?
You know you can. Hey, since y'all in Atlanta, man, get everybody you know. Hey, even get the grandmas to come out. I don't care if they teeth was in that water, man. Pop them in for this one. You know what I'm saying? AMP100 is going down the 21st. I'm gonna be in Atlanta. You can go on my page or you can go on Capo, the General of Atlanta page, and it's gonna be all the details that you need. But it's going down the 21st. Don't miss that.
You know what, Amp? I'm putting you in the corner. Go to timeout. Gee, did he just say pop your teeth back in? Gee, did he?
We not mad at you. If it ain't yours, we not mad at you.
Oh my God. Why did I know this was gonna happen? Like, what did I say? I said backstage, this about to be a show that no one will forget. And you know, it's amazing. I'm so glad that G was able to check in at AMP. Really and truly, thank you so much for coming on. You'll be back. We definitely will bring you over to the All Things Authentic platform and really let you pop your shit and really talk to the people, because I think that there comes a time when we have to really accept the fact that every day that we live, we are battling ourselves. And we're battling ourselves because I was just having this conversation the other day. And, I grew up in an area where if I said, oh, I'm pursuing music, I'm pursuing entertainment, they would have looked at me like I had said, I'm going to sell some damn booty. You feel what I'm saying?
Go get you a job,
baby. And the reality is, I followed that academic program. I did all of that. But you know what I will say, in doing all of that, now I'm doing what I want to do. I'm doing what I want to do, not what I can do. Because, see, I tell people this all the time. Y'all do what y'all can, but I do what I want. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
and so I appreciate you, Amp, because you're doing everything that you need to do to put yourself in a position so that them babies and all them children that you put your hands on,
amen,
that they can see a future and they can see it through somebody that looks like them. Because, see, we have to remember, just because we got the same skin color doesn't mean we look alike, because all of our worldviews are different.
Right.
But when you put your hand on somebody that can honestly say they identify with you and you understand their struggle and they understand your struggle, that's when, only when you know that what you're doing is not in vain. That's my story and I stand by it. So AMP1HUNNIT, I salute you. And like the caption said, is nothing like a man being city born and southern raised.
Storm, having me, man. Y'all been a blessing to me, man. All I want to do is say high energy, high vibes, high spirits, and many blessings y'all way. Thank y'all for real.
Peace, babies. Talk to you later, and I'll see you on the 21st. Y'all, AMP1HUNNIT is so super dope. But look, we're gonna rock out for a little bit longer. G, what you think? How you feel about that?
Oh man, this is a cool, super cool show. You know, it's a wonderful guest that you have. You brought some very insightful, truthful wisdom, understanding, love, connection. You know, Lily Mae, you just have this energy, and you could tell that you are tied into your ancestral knowledge. You just so on point with everything that you're always breaking down, that you're always sharing with people. You're always connecting people together. You definitely are a .com connector. Also,
Hello,
you
somebody. I ain't
you a
never heard
spiritual
that one. Hold
connector.
on. Let me write that down. Let me get a sticky note. Hello, .com. All right, G, for real. Stop talking about me. Tell everybody kind of about you and about my celebrity life, and just really about your platform. Because I know you got a couple of little gigs today that you working on for some upcoming events.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to talk about myself when the person on the other line done hooked you up with everything. So you know what I'm
We're
saying?
not doing this tonight. We're not doing this live. But I guess
You,
we do have to be transparent, don't we?
we got to be transparent. You know, what am I without you? Okay, you making a lot of things happen for us. And let me tell you about my celebrity life thanks to you. You know, because you are tied into it. Because the people that help support you and motivate you and give you different opportunities to be at, we have to. I can't forget about you. That would be incomprehensible wrong of me to not mention you, Lily Mae. Lily Mae, thank you so much. Let me give you your flowers while you're here. I know this is your show, but I want to give you your flowers. Thank you so much for all that you've done for not only myself, but for others. When you help me, I'm able to help other people too. So now there's people being helped by you that you would never meet, and you'll never hear the sound of their voice or touch, you know, the physical essence of their hands, so to speak, or their spirits. But just know that you're changing other people's lives. And every day that your heart beat, every breath that you take, Lily Mae, every step, every time you lay your head and raise your head up and put on the wonderful dresses I saw you in, girl, you know what I'm saying? You are definitely helping other people. And I definitely appreciate you. Oh yeah, y'all gotta see those dresses now. I'm gonna keep talking about you. Oh, one second. I'm taking up your show now. Look at y'all. Y'all see the dresses she
No,
had on?
it's, you know what? It feels so good to have people to come on. I wouldn't have cared if you and Amp could have had the platform tonight. When I tell you, see, this is why I keep telling people. There's a difference between a woman that just want to be around men because she need to be seen, than a woman that just love the essence of a man. Because I'm telling you, yo, when I look on my wall, I got my mama and my daddy picture, them old and meal pictures. The picture's so old that they start turning brown. It's on my wall. You guys have conversations that I heard my daddy and his friends have. You feel what I'm saying? There's a difference between a man and a boy. Okay? And you guys had this conversation. I'm just sitting there all like, that's what I'm talking about. Them my black men right there. Them my black men. You feel me?
I do. I do. I do.
And that means something.
It
I
does.
grew up with great black men around me, my brother and my daddy. So for me, it was never a question of what type of man or baby, you got 72 hours. And if you don't meet the cut in 72 hours, you cut completely. There's no reserves and there's no practice squad. You either first string or not. And you know, a lot of people feel like that's hard, but it's not when you know your worth and you know where you come from.
That's right. That's right.
So I mean, I appreciate you. You damn right. Every time something come my way, I'ma pass it over.
That's
I'm
right.
tired. I said this Saturday, I'm tired. You know, people think that this thing is easy. They don't realize I got two computer screens right here, my laptop right here, and a laptop over there in the floor, and I got three cell phones. Like, I have a career on top of all of my other entrepreneurial endeavors.
You do.
There's a difference between a business owner and an entrepreneur. And let's get that straight. I'm not going to even teach y'all that. You do your own research because I get tired of trying to teach the children.
Absolutely right.
But Gene,
Absolutely.
on my celebrity life, what can people find on my celebrity life? Because I'm going to
Well,
put it back on you since you keep trying to put it on me. Literally. We be having
God
too
is
much
trying to
fun,
tell
people.
you something. Okay, well, Lily Mae, my celebrity life is airing on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV,
Mhm.
as well as our own streaming app, which is
Okay.
my celebrity life dot media. And what we do, we interview a lot of when I say celebrities, I mean like content creators, reality stars, because we both know there's different levels of celebrities. For the people out there that don't know,
Speak. Speak.
typically the ones you see in these big blockbuster movies, these are the really only official celebrities. A lot of people don't know that. They're called A-listers. I mean, you may got a couple of B-listers that jump to A-listers and back and that type of thing, but those are the real true celebrities that they talk about. But what we do, we say, hey, everybody is popular. Everybody has a lot of people have names because you got reality stars now. You
Mhm.
have social media stars, Instagram, all those different things. So we always try to highlight the best aspects of those type of popular content creator, aka celebrities. But so you all know it's only really one type of celebrity. That's A-lister. That's it. And I know you know that, but I think a lot of people don't really know that.
Fact. Well, because we got the locals.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but I think we should strive to be more than just seen. The greatest lesson I learned was a lady was saying to me, she said, you don't want to be seen, baby. You want to be noticed because I noticed you. Cause see, people that sing, I get it too. Think about it.
Mhm.
Even with all this astigmatism I got, I can see you. I ain't put my glasses on, but I can see you. But if I notice you, that means something stood out. Cause you see everything, but you only notice great things,
Mm.
extraordinary things.
Mm.
Hello, somebody.
That's right. No, no,
For
no, no. I'm,
real.
I'm with it. I'm
For
about to
real.
jump.
Yo, Stephanie Marie just checked in from Ohio. Stephanie, I will be there next month. Y'all, listen, y'all need to go right now. Go on over to Instagram right now. Stephanie is the promo god, independent artist. Tap in with Stephanie, the promo god. She loves you to pieces. She is going to play your music. She is going to promote you. And that's not all she does. Go talk to Stephanie Marie. I'm telling you, go talk to her. You better find her. You better find her.
That's right.
All right, so Gene,
Mm.
what advice will you give to the people just honestly about this industry, period? If they want to if they want to embark on the journey.
Coming to this game, this business, this industry, the same way you would come into things into your life. Like even if you're going back to school or going to school or, getting a new job, come in officially, authentically, genuinely you. Don't let this business and the things that we do change you. Even if you start getting more monies,
Mm,
even
mm,
if you start getting followers and fame and compliments, and even also, complaints. Don't let all this stuff guide your everyday life and day living. Every day I hear people what we do and they're complaining about what people are saying about them. The same way you want the sunshine, you're gonna get the rain too. It just
amen.
it's just like that. When you know who you are, no matter what
Mm,
other people are saying, when you are confident, when you are qualified, when you are self-assured, but not egotistical, not arrogant, not naive and ignorant, but when you understand who you are and what your purpose is, Don't let the good or the bad sway you. Don't let your ego get raised by either side.
Yes.
Stay confident, stay down, stay learning, researching. Never get comfortable when you come into this business, because that's how you're going to really grow.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be, and let people know that you're here for a purpose. Like our
Mm-hmm.
show may say My Celebrity Life, but it ain't really about that. We get tons of celebrities on. We talk about all kinds of things. I start asking people about their spirituality. It's cool to know that, oh, you did these movies, you did these this music, you did these plays or whatever, you're popular, you get into the bag, you fly, you the cool kid. But what kind of person are you when those lights and that mic gets turned
Hello,
up?
somebody. Are you the same? Babe, I say this all the time. I think one of the major things that I see is a lot of people use these positions that they create because they didn't get their senior superlatives in high school, or they didn't get it in their household. Because it's a lot of stalking going on, cyber stalking going on, but it's also a lot of personality disorders. And the sad thing is, working on the behavioral health side, I see more practitioners with more and more issues simply because there's this need to over display. Like, I tell people all the time, you're not going to know anything about me academically unless you come in my house and see my walls, or that's what I'm there for. You get what I'm saying?
I do.
Because one of the things that I've realized is that people want to talk to somebody they can relate to, not somebody that's going to be talking up here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can be just as ignorant as gutter as I need to be when I need to get there. And I can also articulate myself very, very well when I need to. But the point of the matter is simply this: be who you are. But in order to be who you are, like you said, you got to know who you are. And a lot of people are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. Like, hell, my mom at 82. My mom got people around her still trying to figure out who the hell they are.
I agree. That's at that point, Lily Mae, like you're saying, you got to turn off all this outside
That's
influence.
it. That's
You got
it.
to get off these reality shows. You got to stop looking at these books
Yep.
and these
Yep.
these magazines that's
Mm-hmm.
trying to teach women how to be perfect. You got to have a perfect body. You got these books too. Somebody left you because of this and that, and it's like everything doesn't apply to everyone. Sometimes the people we are around, we think that are for us, are just not. It's really just that simple. It's not no men from Mars, women from Venus. Y'all just didn't get to know each other. That's what it is. That's why your relationships don't work. You came into a relationship and you did all of the talking. You did no listening. You don't even know who you're dating. When has the last time you just ever sat down and asked somebody, what's your love language? How do I reach
Oh,
you in love? Because
honey, did you take the test? What's your love languages? Did you take it? Because I took it.
I
I
ain't,
know
I,
what
I ain't
mine
take it.
are. I
I
know
ain't
what
take
my
it.
top three are.
What's your top three? What's your
I
love
bet.
language?
Guess. See if you can guess.
Well, I definitely know acts of service. I know that.
You know what's crazy? Actually, not. But
Oh,
that's that because it's weird. It's weird. The things that I like to receive are not the things that I all the time like to give, which is so weird.
no, that
So
makes sense.
mine are quality time and physical touch. Those are the two major ones. Now, acts of service, that's just me, period. So what I learned is that while my love languages may be quality time and physical touch, I'm still like, ugh, get off me type. But I realized my dad was the nurturing one, and my mother was the don't be kissing on me and carrying on. So I tell people all the time, my brother and I legit took after our same gender parent because I am just like my mama. I want you to touch me when I want you to touch me, not when you want to touch me.
That's right. I understand that. That makes sense too. But see, that's the thing, Lily Mae. We don't take the time out to really get to know one another. That's
That's
why all
true.
our relationships fail, whether it's in
Mm,
business or personal. Get to know
mm,
somebody. Learn to listen. Stop
yeah.
hearing. Listen with this. This. All this should be connected. It shouldn't just be this. It shouldn't just be this because you're listening to respond. You should be listening to
Mm,
understand. So not that you could turn it into an argument or a debate, so you could just get a better position when dealing with the person. Because when you know who someone is, it'll be easier for you to deal with them, and you don't have to worry about stepping on their toes. How many times have people done things to us because they don't know us, and they step on our toes, and you be like, "Am I doing you like that though?
yeah.
I'm paying attention to you. I'm learning you, but you're not learning me. And then now you don't see a problem when I leave you. It blows your mind. It's like, what were you thinking the whole time? And that's a bad mistake a lot of us fall into.
Lem-
Sometimes if you can't keep your mouth closed, there's an old trick they say in the South. Go take like some honey and some water or something, pour a little bit enough in your mouth, and just sit there and listen to a person. If you have difficulty listening to people, you will find out so much about them when your mouth is not moving. I'm just saying.
and and that's real. Like my mother, but you know something, my mother told me that, and then it really hit home. My best friend, shout out to Chelsea. Chelsea told she was like, just listen sometimes. Stop talking and just listen. And yo, when I started listening, I realized that some shit that popped off like a couple of months ago, if I had just been listening with my ears and not with my heart, I would have really saw what was going on right before my eyes. And I was like, yo, but you know what the crazy shit is? And this blows my mind. People will cry and complain and be doing the same shit they crying and complaining about to you.
You know
You
why?
understand what I'm
It's like
saying?
it's like soul food. We all know that stuff ain't good for us, but yet we eat it because it has become comforting.
It has.
All of the carbs, all of the fat. We get pleased with it because it
You you
satisfies
throwing you
our
throwing
palate.
shots about my Pepsi and my Cinnabon? Is that what you talking about?
Yeah, go Pepsi, go Cinnabon. I'm serious though.
Uh-huh.
It's a drug.
It
It's an
is. It is.
unhealthy survival method. You always go to those things because the sugar, the saturated fats, it make you
Mm.
feel good for that moment. But
Oh,
what
it's
is it really
oh,
doing to your
oh,
body?
it's messing me up, Lord.
Thank you. You got upset stomach all the time. You got some people have flatulence gas. Like it's creating all of these negative things because your body is responding to it. But we ignore those things because it makes us feel good. The
You're right. No,
sweetness
you're
on the
right.
tip of the tongue. Really, when you eat, you're supposed to eat more bitter than sweet. Because a lot too much sweetness on the tongue, it creates cancer. But a lot of
Hold up.
bitterness benefits the body.
What you know about, wait a minute, why are we talking about business? What you know about poke salad? You never heard of poke salad? You pick it off the side of the road. It's like we look like it grow with the weeds on the side of the road. You got to really be in the deep country to get it. Cause I remember we used to go with my daddy around on 360. You don't know about 360, child. And we would go on the side of the road, we'd pick it and we'd take it home, and you had to parboil it because that joint be dirty. Like it literally grows like really on the side of the road, like in weeds and stuff. And you pick the poke salad and wild onions. And I don't know if it was true or not, but my dad used to say to clean your blood. You gotta eat this to clean your blood. And yo, we used to tear that joint up. And I just be thinking to myself, like, yo, wonder, all of that stuff. What was it like? Like, where are those things now? Because you don't hear people talk about like poke salad no more. And I'm trying to think. Let me tell you, we ate turtle. We ate all that stuff.
I
Growing up,
believe
we
it.
ate all that stuff.
And you know what's crazy? You can look at it now. All these diseases we have now is because we no longer eat our parents' cooking.
That's true.
Diseases
Well,
came
I
really
eat
came
mine
from
when I go home. I will call Betty Lou a week before I know I'm flying in. Mom, now this is what I need. And it be everything I don't need. I'm like, I want a smoked picnic ham. I want some whole hog sausage. I want all that good eating.
But look at the previous generations, right? Your grandmother, grandfather, even your uncles, whomever. A lot of them now they probably are, but for a long time they were never really obese like that.
No.
You will always it would be unheard of to see somebody that's
Gee, my mama been the
obese.
same size. Let me tell you something. True to life. My mother has been, I'm 35 going on 36. My mother been the same size. I know 36 years. And from pictures, she was the same size when she had my brother. My brother will be 41 this year. So you're right. Now that you say that, when I think about my daddy, when my daddy died at 75 years old, he had Alzheimer's, and you know their eating habits change. He still wasn't that much smaller than he was. They maintained their weight and they ate what the hell they wanted to eat. It's these damn steroids.
Processed foods. Do you know some of this food, these GMOs, genetically modified organisms?
Yep.
I want you to think about this for a moment. People don't really think about GMOs. That means they could go take a tree, a toilet. They could get DNA from anything, paper, bugs, roaches. It doesn't matter, spiders, and they can put it into the food. They don't even tell you what is all in GMO. They just tell you they may create a beautiful word, genetically modified. But what if I tell you the other DNA of everything else on the planet? Would you still eat that food? If I told you it could be even bugs inside of your food and your DNA, would you still eat it?
I'm not eating it. The devil is a whole liar. I'm not eating it.
And they know this, and this is the game that they play. They don't tell people, especially for men, it's a lot of estrogen in the food. So what will happen for a man, we can't have that much estrogen. That's really for women. That's what gives you your round hips, your breasts, things of that nature. When you start eating too much of that as a man, you start getting what we call man boobs, and your hips start to round out.
I ain't gonna say okay. I ain't gonna say what I call them.
Well, yeah, not the yeah. But I'm just saying, too much estrogen is bad for you. That's why people faces are swelling, but they'll tell you, oh, you got high blood pressure. No, you got too much estrogen. You need to detox and get that stuff out. Your face don't supposed to be ballooned out. You know what I'm saying? You don't supposed to be tired when you take 3-4 steps. That's not natural at no age. Do you know the body does not age like that? It's because we put all this other stuff in it. It causes it to age. A lot of people don't know this too, Lily Mae. Your liver, that's the decline of your health. Most people have liver issues. That's what makes you feel old.
Let me tell you something, fatty liver. And you know what's sad, G? So many people have high blood pressure and diabetes. And a lot of times, a lot of those issues are coming from that liver. And people don't really realize how important. I learned how important my liver was. And when I was like 23, you know, and talking to the doctors, you know, before I had surgery and everything, and they talked about the reason I had to go on like this 700 calorie diet and then 900 calories and then 1200 calories because they wanted to shrink my liver. So the more fatty foods and stuff you eat, the thicker your liver gets, and it's deadly. Yeah, so baby, honey, one thing about, don't tell me nothing about esophageal and that gastric system. I know, honey.
And what you just said is true too. That's what gives people gas. If you got constant flatulence, it's bad, and you go to the bathroom and it stinks, you need to detox your liver.
Absolutely. Wow.
And you'll start losing weight. Because that liver, think about it, that liver is like that thing that holds that fat, like you said. Therefore, it's really you're not fat. What it is, you got so much stuff inside of your digestive tract. Most people can have up to
holding that stuff there. And now that much is true. Now I'm telling you, like I tell people all the time, I can tell just as good. I'm like, okay, you know what? Look, and I'm gonna get real old school. I might go get some Epsom salt and lemon juice, or I might go get some citrus magnesium. Don't play with me, honey. I don't need to drink no green nothing. All I need is me some citrus magnesium. Boy, it will flush you out. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
Guys, listen. It's been real. Y'all hear all that congestion? I'm about to go blow my nose. But G, thank you. Thank you for coming on tonight. Once again, guys, the first gentleman we had on was AMP1HUNNIT. G Holla, tell everybody where they can find you on social media, and also if they want to be a guest on your show, what they need to do.
Okay, cool, y'all. Definitely check me out. G Holla. That's GEHOLLA. It's .com on IG, Twitter, and that's weird. You know, I'm always asking people this. I never get asked this, so sorry. But it's G Holla, which is GEHOLLA. My website is gholla.com, which is GEHOLLA.com. We're airing on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, also my own streaming app. And if you want to be a guest onto the show, hit me up at fmgmedia@gholla.com. And that's FMGMEDIA at GEHOLLA.com. And we take everybody. Don't be frightened or be fearful of the title My Celebrity Life. It's just a title. And to put it plainly, it's almost something like cheese on the track to catch a rat. That's all it is. I'm not calling you a rat, I'm just saying so you can come and watch it, and that's it. But we get way deeper than just My Celebrity Life. We talk about everything.
That's it. Guys, it's been real. Oh my God. G, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know Chelsea over here paying attention to us. I saw she loved our video, but she ain't come up here. Cause look, it was gonna be on. I was gonna put her on the mark, honey. Cause like I said, I have 5 angels, and those angels really do watch out for me, and they're actually walking, living earthly angels. And they make certain that I am protected from the things that a lot of times I dismiss and don't see, and so I'm grateful for them, and that's one of those angels. So I'm always going to pay homage. It's so interesting. So many people say friends and this, but I got my starting 5, and that's all I need. They first string, and they play the whole game.
That's what I'm talking about. You need that, Lily Mae. For real. I know
Yeah.
you about to go, but you really are a dope and amazing person.
Oh, thank
Please
you,
forever
baby.
shine your
You
light.
too, you too. And guys, I will bring G Holla back. Don't think this is the end. This is just the beginning. So G, thank you so much for being here with me this evening. Guys, it's your girl Lily Mae, and we are signing out.